Oh yeah, working at a bank. Well, I mean, you're working primarily with numbers. You know, if you look at a data aspect, you know, that's the mind right there. You're just looking at numbers. You know, and I feel like it's a good stepping stone. It's a good place to start. You know, because yeah, it can get hectic, but there's also times where you can sit back and relax and just learn or work on side projects. Like I know I was working on some KPIs on my downtime. Um, but overall, I think it's the people that make it fun. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they think, oh, it's gonna be a bank. It's gonna be other people. It's not gonna be as fun. We don't get the same type of internship. But honestly, I feel like even going, I've also talked to other interns, and they've got the opportunity to learn even more at a bank than they did anywhere else. Like they get super outgoing people as well. I mean, maybe a little older, but they're so informative, and they can teach you stuff that you won't learn at a different internship. Yeah, I had some friends who say they've learned a lot, and so mature people who have taught them at least the concepts of what they're working on. So yeah.
I can add on to that. Yeah, that the older people, big fact. You know, it is a lot more like the seasoned people.
Uh,
You know, with the seasoned people, you also get like that vast knowledge because you know you get people who are like here after working from like 5 to 6 different companies, and they're not like little companies. Sometimes they'll be like some of the big top companies. You know, they give you a lot of advice. You know, whether you know, since we most people from Europe they don't have that like college background. They'll tell you what to go study. You know, they'll give you recommendations, and also like different careers because you know I feel like Europe does a good job of getting your foot into a door, you know, and start doing some work.
mhm.
But also, you know, maybe other work interests you while you're in your internship. You know, I feel like that's where the older people come in and they're like, well, what you're doing now is, you know, it's actually this. You know, and if you want to pursue this, you know, go to school and major in this.
Yeah, you get a lot of insights working for either a bank or sometimes even a health place. So I know there's a lot of people who've gone to like um, Kaiser, and they've also got a lot of a lot of insights from there. A lot of um, different type of communication compared to when you go to like Google or something like that. But either way, I mean, whatever internship you go to, if you get placed in a place that's uh, very open, you'll learn a lot. I know I've learned a lot so far. So yeah. So Isaac, how do you stay focused when you were interning at Bank of the West? I know it's also very hard to stay focused, especially a technology industry, um, working with so many people, especially people who have like graduated from college or have a PhD. How would you say you stayed motivated and focused on at your work?
Yeah. For me, a big part of it was being organized. You know,
Mm-hmm.
planning on my day. I definitely had a planner, and if you don't have one, I would strongly recommend getting one because it helps out so much, dude. So I would write my to dos, and then like what I could do, but I don't necessarily have to do today, and you know, so like this time I work on this time I work on this time I work on this, you know, but leave room for error. I feel like where a lot of people mess up when they're what's it called doing their planners is they don't leave room for error. You
Yeah.
know, in an hour I have to do this. Okay, you know, 2 minutes and I'm still not done with this, and I gotta work on this, or else you know I'm not gonna get my stuff done.
Yeah.
You know, because what's gonna happen is if you fully packed your planner, your agenda, what are you gonna do when your boss comes up to you and is like, I need you to do this? Your whole structure is gonna fall. You gotta leave room. You gotta leave room for error. You know, new things to pop up.
Yeah, dude, I totally agree on that. And this pays back not only on a um, work from like a technology place, it works even for my business that I'm doing right now with FITown, dude. Like, I literally have to write down exactly what I have to do, my task list on what I'm doing here and what I'm doing there, and I have to divide it in half. If I don't have that organized and leave some room for open tasks, dude, I'm gonna go crazy, and I'm just gonna mess up everything. And my mind, your mentality is gonna be telling you, "Oh, you're already giving up." So I literally, dude, I think planning stuff and organizing them is super super important. And anybody who wants to like achieve, let's say, grow a company, or you want to be more organized at work, or you actually want to get work done, I would definitely recommend also getting a planner, writing things down, because that's the more organized way of doing it. What do you say another thing would be, you think?
I would also say is, um, don't be afraid to take a little break too. I feel like people have to get it done right now. Go outside, take a breather. Relax. Okay. I feel like once you're in that state where it's like, man, I gotta do it. Maybe you should go take a break. You're at a place where it's like you're not gonna get anything done. Go outside, take a breather, relax, go back inside, and get back to work.
I got a question. How far do we like to plan ahead?
Ooh, I like to plan for a week.
That's a good point. Okay.
Because I would do. I don't know if you. I'm pretty sure you've done this on. I think it's called Jira sprints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like I like that. Plan
Okay.
for a week, and that way you get more flexibility. Okay, I can get all this stuff done today, but if I don't get it done today, then I can just do it tomorrow.
You can just put it on the calendar tomorrow, and
Yeah.
just add it with the stuff that you already have. Yeah, you have to totally. I agree on that. It'll actually tell you on what you have weekly, and if you fall behind on a task, you just assign it to the next day, and even if you do have a longer list, you eventually will get it done. And if you miss there, then you add it to the next one. So,
Yeah.
and I do agree on the break. I really do agree on the break. And I'm the type of person who have so much on my plate. Like I have my business here, and I have my work at Facebook. So I can get overwhelmed really fast, and I can burn out extremely. It has happened to me before, where I burn out, bro. Like I'm like done. But being able to go on a run in the morning, or you know what, just shutting down the computer and just even taking a nap, bro. Like I feel super super positive, and the next day I feel way more motivated. So
Yeah.
actually, break seems amazing. So anybody who has way too much work to do, or I know your managers will understand. I know your posting will can come tomorrow. Just take a nice rest and breathe, because you're gonna go crazy. Trust me, I've done it. I've done too much where I burned out, and I'm like, what am I doing now? Like I just even mess up my stuff. Like
Yeah.
I even my grammar will mess up. Like I'll just post random jitterish. So yes, I agree on you for
Another
taking a
thing
break.
that helps too is having the right playlist, that right Spotify playlist, dude.
Music, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, having that Spotify putting that song that really hits, man. You're like, okay, I feel the rhythm. Let's go. Let's kill it. So I agree on there. Let me ask you a question. Where do you see yourself right now in the next 5 years, or at least put at least 2 years?
Yeah.
Where do you see?
Um, yeah. In July, I'm actually going to like missionary training for a year.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I'm excited for that. As I told you before we started, I'm doing sound, so that's something I'm really gonna be pursuing while I'm there too. Really being able to what's it called, control the sound of the music of a church, the preaching,
Uh-huh.
people's voices. That's something I really look forward to, and afterwards maybe going to school as well. Because
For the same thing, like the whole rhythm and music and systems like that, or
yeah, I could minor in, but as like a major for like my career, because Europe, I'm grateful for Europe and the certification we got. But for most companies, it's just not it. I don't have that network, that connection with somebody to like place me into a position with my line of work. So I'm probably just gonna go to school and just do it that way.
nice, man. And that's the whole point of it, man. It's like adjusting to something that you're passionate for, and if you like the beats, if you like doing that at your church, man, that's
Yeah.
where you have to go. Just like me, man. I'm a passionate for fitness. I've always have, ever since I've lost, I adapt to it, dude. I fell in love with it, and I'm gonna continue it. I'm gonna continue to inspire people and push them and help them out in any way. If you love beats and you want to help people with that, dude, that's super inspiring. Especially at a church, man. It's great. Um, Great to adjust to that, and that's what it's all about. And that's why I love it. That's why I love doing what I do. Is to show people that no matter what you're passionate about, continue to pursue it, and you'll reach to where you want to be. And I know you'll be you'll get that certification in that, and you'll be doing that for long as long as you want to do it. So that's great, man. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. So when do you start? When do you do the whole, at least involve more into like the education of that side?
So I start in July 10th. So soon.
July 10th.
Next
Wow.
month, I'm gonna be leaving for a whole year. So it's
Wow.
gonna be exciting.
How do you feel about that? How do you um how's that gonna work? Like, give us a little information about how that's gonna work for you.
So it's called the UTC Urban Training Center, and I'm going to the West Coast. It's a program my church offers for like people who want to pursue ministry and like their call, and it's gonna be pretty much like church full time. Church
Okay.
full time. I'm gonna be able to draw closer, build my faith, and really be that like pillar in my church. You know.
Nice. That's cool. That's different. Like I said before, it is that's what it's all about. It's about going to things that you're passionate about, because the things that you're passionate about, you actually want to do them with with this like positivity. I know that even though I'm tired sometimes, I do my work um, for FitTown with this like joy, that I enjoy doing it,
Yeah.
and that's what you have to do. Like, don't go to a place even if it makes a lot of money, or don't go to a place just because you think it's gonna make you um, good income. Like I said, go to a place that you're gonna enjoy, because then you'll do it for many years, and even if it doesn't pay well. That's a tip that I could give to anybody.
Same. I don't know if you get some of the new Europe classmates who do an informational interview with you. That's one tip I always give them, because sometimes they'll be like, this is awesome, but like this paid more, so I kind of want to pursue this. I tell them the exact same thing, because at the end of the day, what matters more, you being happy or you making more money?
Yeah, exactly, dude. You're gonna be struggling. You're gonna be suffering. You're gonna have headaches. You're gonna do the same old percentage of what people are doing. Punch in, punch out, punch in, punch out, punch in, punch out. You're gonna be, oh, when do I get out? I have to go to work. And I do the same thing, dude. I have the information interview too, and I told them like, and I also was a guest speaker, so to the Europe, and I'm gonna be a guest speaker on July 16th for
On.
the Florida Europe of Florida students alums, and I tell them the same thing, man, because we go in there. Also me, I went in there going to Facebook or going to this technology company saying, I just want to get a full time work. I don't care how it is. I want to make that money, But it's not. At the end of the day, when you're actually working and you actually have been there for like a year or two, and you feel the pressure and you feel like, dude, I don't enjoy this. Like, I'm making decent money, but I don't enjoy it. And I
Yeah.
always tell them like, dude, do something that you're passionate about. Get the experience, but really go somewhere that you love, somewhere that you really want to invest your whole time to. Even if you don't get paid much, but you enjoy going to work and you leave with like this joy. I think that's super important, and I always say to the alums that are coming up. Yeah, I'm always super excited to talk to them. Like I said, I have another presentation going on, another guest speaking event for the Europes. So it's for the Florida, like I said, and I'm excited for it, man.
That's
It's
awesome.
I've done it.
Are you gonna be there in person or is it gonna be through Zoom?
I want to be there in person. I really want to be there in person, but I think it's gonna be virtual. It's different from being in virtual to being in person. I guess you connect more when you're in person. They see your reactions to it. Virtual, you don't really see their screen, so you're just your own person there. And you just speak, and you're like, "Hello, how's everybody doing?"
Yeah.
And nobody responds, and you're like, "Okay, let's go." So
Not to mention,
it was actually,
you know,
yeah.
afterwards, establishing that like one-on-one connections, virtually, I don't think you'd be able to do that.
Yeah. So what is one thing you can tell people who are hearing you right now? What is one tip what that you can give to anybody who's hearing this video?
I would say definitely during like a time we're in right now, I would just say continue to push forward, stay motivated, don't forget your why, because it's your why that you decided to, be where you are right now, you know, and also, keep in mind of, what you like, don't always think about the money, because the money's always going to be there. You
Yeah.
know, what really matters is what you're passionate about. And seeing what Christian does. I went to Europe with Christian. He has always been about fitness. And just seeing him pursue this is awesome. And using what he was passionate about to reach out to others. It's super cool. And I just want to congratulate you because you're just getting bigger and bigger. And I feel like it's not gonna stop, dude.
Thank you, thank you. We got a question. This is the time to expand and see what out there. Something. Oh no, it's just the response. Um, yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, for me, I pursue something that I really love, and like I said, you know me from being in the same class, and um, I've been passionate for fitness, and I'm still pursuing it, and I'm gonna be growing every step of the way. Man, Europe, I was so quiet and I was so silent, dude. I was like in my little shell. So I did something that I was feared more, which is like public speaking and going out of my way to speak others. And like you said, your why should be push you to complete everything that you have to do. And for me, one of my hardest thing was speak up. I was scared of what people told me, and I've never actually committed to a program like the one I have now, and saying, you know what, forget it. Like, what do I have to lose? Like, I have family that I want to support. I want to do something that inspires people, and I'm doing it, and I'm so happy for it. I mean, I'm continuing growing and helping people in the way of all of this. Like I've always said it to every guest speaker that I have had. I always tell them, man, like all I want to do is help people, and I want to be able to incorporate technology and fitness in the middle of all of it. I want people to. I'm not the most smartest, and I don't know so much about it. Like I'm not crazy professional. I don't have a lot of fame, but whatever I do know and that I've researched and I've got to learn, I will implement it to anybody who wants to learn.
Yeah, and the important thing is that you're doing it. You're not just talking about it. You're not just talking. You're walking. And it's awesome.
Yeah, that's what it takes, man. That's why, like you said, I love the what you said about your why, and you have to remember it because then that's what's gonna push you. That's what's gonna continue. You do that. I get tired. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie. I get extremely tired. Like I don't want to post. I don't wanna do this. I just wanna like rest, but I continue to do it because I remember why. And I always hang my logo in my bed. You can't see it because of the background, but I have my logo hung in the back because when I
just
go
to
to
remind
sleep,
you.
yeah, just to remind me where I started and where I want to be. Like, always have it hung because when I go to sleep and I want to give up, I just look at it when I wake up and I don't want to post or I don't want to do a video or I don't want to do something. I always look at it and I was like, damn, dude, that's where I started. That's where I'm gonna continue. So,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
that's why Gucci says a man with no sauce is lost. But the same person
Yeah,
lost in the sauce. If you don't have that sauce, your life isn't gonna have that flavor. If you don't
yeah,
have that why, you're not gonna know why you're doing things you're doing. But at the same time, if you have your why, it's easy to get consumed in trying to fulfill why you're doing what you're doing. You can find yourself getting burnt out, find yourself in a position where you're unhappy. Just to pursue your goal. It's important to have that goal, have that why, but also pursue it in the correct manner.
true. Very true. You couldn't say it any better. I would drop this mic, but it's not droppable. But dude, yeah, man, it's that why is very important. I think another big one is learning from our failures, man. I've said it so many times to people, and I've even made a post about it. And that is something that I would tell my young self, and I made a post about it in my Instagram.
Yeah.
For time, if I could go back in time and I could speak to myself, I would tell him he needs to learn from his failures. That's what teaches you the best, man. Like so many times I've failed and I've felt very discouraged, and knowing that I need to learn from them, um, I continue to motivate myself. Um, our mind is the strongest thing. So if you convince yourself that you failed, you're giving up, you will give up. If you consider, okay, I failed, I'm gonna learn from it. Next time I won't do it again. I will adjust to it, and I will be successful next time.
Very true. And you can also look at it this way. When you succeed and you're successful, you learn nothing. But when you fail, that's when you learn the most. So don't be afraid to fail. It's only normal to fail. Every time I think about failing, I think of, I don't know why, but 409, the cleaning bottle. It took the person 409 times to like finally make that bottle, that product, and look how successful he is now.
Exactly.
Imagine if he gave up halfway. Halfway, there'd be like 200, 200, 4, somewhere around there. You know,
Yeah.
but it's,
Yeah.
it's your failures where you learn the most.
Exactly. It's the same thing with like Elon Musk, man. I always think of Elon Musk. He invented a car that only runs on battery, on literally on battery, bro. And you know how many times people rejected him? Like millions of times, dude. They told him he was never gonna make it. He was never gonna pursue it, dude. He was never. How could a car run only on battery, dude? And it's one of the most successful. It beats cars with motors, dude. And I always think about that, and I'm like, dude, if you have a vision and a passion, and it'll grow with water. It'll grow.
Look at him now. He's sending people up into space.
Damn, dude, I was like, God, dude, he started his own little, kind of like NASA, and he's sending people to space. He's continuing to grow, dude. That guy's like one of my like heroes who I admire the most because of how low he was and came up so high, and just because he was passionate about what he wants.
He's
So yeah, man, I'm excited.
definitely an
I'm,
inspiration.
I'm
I don't know if
excited.
you know this, but
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear your story, man. I wanna know how. I wanna continue connecting with you, bro, and seeing how you continue to grow through the years, and I want to see what you've implemented in the whole editing with mics and the whole systems and sounds. So let's stay connected, man. I wanna continue see your connection and stuff like that. But yeah, man, we'll end it here. We'll conclude this little one-on-one. I like to make it very short, very concise, so we can um, go continue our day. But thank you, man, for coming. I really enjoy your presence. I love connecting with old friends, and especially yourself, man, who's been super motivated and has dude, I've known you since we went to Europe, and you continue to inspire me, dude. Everybody who I invite, they're very inspiring. They continue to push me too. So thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man. So have a good rest of your day. Um, We'll continue getting connected, bro. Stay tuned, man.
Yeah. Wait,
Later.